Simone Biles' estranged biological mother wants her to reach out to her. She wants in her famous life.
I want to let her know that I love her. I'm very proud of her, but I'm just still waiting, I would like to sit down and talk to you and answer any questions you may have. I don't know what you've been told but, I want you to hear the real deal.
So you don't have like a direct number that you can even reach out to her?
I do, but I won't.
Why not?
I want her to reach out to me. She's 27 now, she's married. I would like to have been a part of that, but I just have to wait for her.
11 times Olympic medalist Simone Biles is 27 years old now, married and successful AF. Her mother, Shannon, who's 52 years old now, has been out of her life since young age. Biles would confirm her love for gymnastics came from a school excursion. Simone tried it once, fell in love with it. One thing led to another. She became this successful Olympian that we know her to be.
I kind of knew I wanted to be a gymnast from the start. It's the very first sport I tried, and I had a lot of fun doing it, but I think gymnastics found me.
Simone Biles spoke briefly on her adoption by her maternal grandparents on camera early on in her career, but not recently. In a recent interview with Daily Mail, Simone Biles' biological mother, Shannon, lays down all and clearly expressed that she wants to be in her daughter's life again. She wants Biles to reach out to her instead. In the interview, she spoke on her battle with addiction, which resulted in Simone and her sister to be put in foster care, to then be adopted by their maternal grandparents at the age of 6. Simone Biles has always referred to her grandparents as mom and dad. Keep in mind, Shannon has 4 kids in total, while Simone Biles and her sister went to live with the maternal grandparents, Shannon's parents. Simone's other 2 siblings that were a little bit older than her went to live with Biles' grandfather's sister. Shannon said, and we quote, "It was hard to give up on my kids, but I had to do what I had to do. I wasn't able to care for them. I was still using, and my father, Simone's grandpa, didn't want me coming in and out of their lives when I wasn't right." One thing is for sure, Shannon is proud of Simone Biles' success at the Paris Olympics and said she even held a backyard party in her honor. She is also happy to have witnessed from afar Biles getting married to NFL player Jonathan Owens, but she would have loved to have been part of the wedding and some of her biggest life-changing events. Though Shannon has her daughter's number, she said she has not called and has no intention to call her first. She is hoping Simone Biles would call her instead. We think, as the one that has abandoned her kids, Shannon might be feeling ashamed of herself, of her behavior, and being on camera even mentioning she wants to be in her kid's life is already reaching out to Simone Biles in a way. Nonetheless, one might argue her plea to reunite with Simone might be borderline clout chasing because she took their family affair public as opposed to doing it privately. We don't know all the insides to this story, but we think Biles might have appreciated this to have been handled privately instead of social media. Just as Shannon abandoned her kids at an early age in private, she should have approached them privately to make amends. More importantly, she should have done the necessary work to rebuild trust and make them feel secure enough to welcome her back into their lives. Whatever the outcome may be, we hope Simone Biles finds it in her heart to forgive Shannon, but to remain cautious not to let her mother get in the way of the family she is trying to build with Jonathan Owens. After all, they say forgiveness is for yourself, not the person you are forgiving. So, here's a question for you, friends. Should Simone Biles reach out to her biological mother first? What do you think? Comment below.